The story in this video deals with how an unfinished love in a past life is resolved in the present life. Before we continue, if you have not done so, go ahead and subscribe, click the like button, and click on the notification bell so that you are immediately notified when the next past life video is available. John and Alison met at a party in 1967. He was a law student and she was a representative for a telephone company. They immediately felt attracted to each other, and it wasn't long before they told each other how they felt. The following year, they were married and moved into the student quarters at Cambridge University. They both felt that they had known each other for a long time. A few years later, John had a vision in which it was revealed to him where they had originally known each other. It happened one evening when they were sitting in bed looking at each other. In John's eyes, Alison's face suddenly changed appearance completely, as did the whole room. This vision was superimposed on top of his present reality. He saw himself and his wife wrapped in old-fashioned clothes, and the walls were clad in carpets. He knew that they were in England in the Middle Ages. They were both in love with each other, but the girl's parents had already arranged a marriage for her. She was so distraught about not being able to marry the man she was in love with that she poisoned herself. When he heard about this, he was utterly devastated and decided to leave England for good. He signed up with the army and threw himself headlong into various battles in order to meet his own death. He finally returned to England and spent the rest of his years as a monk in a monastery. This vision only lasted a few minutes, and yet it seemed as though he had seen an entire film. It became very clear to him that this was the reason for their present relationship. In this life, they needed to complete what they were unable to finish in the past. It is possible that they both had some lessons that remained from their past, or there was still a karmic debt to pay. Based on numerous life review results, it happens frequently that the spiritual and physical suffering of numerous individuals stems from a past life in which they were the cause of someone else's pain and suffering. It could be that in a former life, prior to the one where Alison killed herself, Alison's soul, in a different body, was the one who denied her daughter the freedom to marry the man she loved, thereby causing the daughter to take her own life. John's soul in a different body, in that same lifetime where Alison's soul was the mom, could well have been the daughter's father. As human beings, we only seem to understand God's laws by experiencing precisely that which we inflict on others. This law of karmic debts serves our spiritual development. It is always just and has nothing to do with punishment. Its sole function is to help us realize and understand things through experience. Whatever situation that we have to deal with in our present life can often be traced back to karmic debts. Karma can also work itself out in a positive way. If, for instance, someone did something very good in the sense of God's laws, he can then reap the rewards in his present life. Whatever we do to another in thought, word, or deed will return to us in equal measures. If you want to have a blessed, peaceful future life, then you must see to it that you are loving to others in thought, word, and deed in this life. If you enjoyed this video and you have not done so, go ahead and subscribe. Like the video and click on the notification bell so that you are immediately notified when the next past life video is available.